Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan founded the Mongol Empire through campaigns that killed approximately 40 million people, 11% of the world's population at that time. Born as Temujin in 1162 in Mongolia, he endured imprisonment as a teenager after his father was poisoned by rival tribes. Upon uniting Mongol tribes in 1206, he launched massive military campaigns using psychological warfare and complete destruction of resistant cities. At Nishapur in 1221, his forces killed an estimated 1.7 million people in retribution for his son-in-law's death. The casualty scale was so massive it temporarily affected global climate patterns as farmland returned to forest. He died in 1227 from battle injuries. Genetic studies show 16 million men today carry Y chromosome lineage traced directly to him and his close male relatives. In Mongolia, he's a celebrated national hero with his image on currency, while conquered territories remember only devastation and terror. Ivan the Terrible. Ivan IV of Russia ruled from 1547 to 1584 through extreme political violence. Born in 1530, he witnessed political killings during boyar power struggles, developing severe paranoia. His wife's 1560 death triggered psychological collapse. Convinced nobles harmed her, he established the Oprichnina in 1565, a security force conducting mass arrests and executions. In 1570, suspecting Novgorod of treason, his campaign killed 30,000 to 60,000 over 5 weeks. In 1581, he fatally wounded his own son during an argument. He died in 1584, leaving Russia traumatized. The subsequent time of troubles nearly destroyed the nation. Vlad the Impaler. Vlad III of Wallachia earned his name through brutal execution methods during his 15th century reign. Born in 1431, he spent ages 11 to 17 as an Ottoman hostage. After his father and brother were killed by rivals, he claimed the throne in 1456, seeking revenge. He invited rival nobles to a feast, then arrested and executed them. His signature execution method involved public displays designed to intimidate enemies. In 1462, when Sultan Mehmed II invaded, he encountered fields displaying thousands of executed prisoners, causing the Sultan to withdraw. Approximately 80,000 died during his reigns. He was killed in battle in 1476. In Romania, he's commemorated as a defender of Christianity. Elizabeth Bathory. Hungarian Countess Elizabeth Bathory was accused of killing hundreds of young women. Born in 1560 into powerful nobility, she married at 15. After her husband's 1604 death, allegations intensified. She allegedly lured peasant girls with employment promises, then subjected them to severe mistreatment. Over 300 witnesses testified, with victim estimates ranging from 80 to over 650. In 1610, authorities investigated after reports of missing daughters. Due to family influence, including cardinals and princes, she avoided formal trial. Instead, she was confined to castle rooms where she died in 1614. Her accomplices were executed. Historians debate whether accusations were politically motivated to seize wealth or reflected genuine criminal activity. Tomás de Torquemada. Tomás de Torquemada served as Spain's first Grand Inquisitor from 1483 to 1498, establishing religious enforcement lasting over 300 years. Born in 1420, he became Queen Isabella's confessor, convincing her an inquisition was necessary. He targeted conversos, converted Jews suspected of secretly practicing Judaism. His instructions standardized procedures, allowing anonymous accusations and indefinite detention with property confiscation. Judicial processes included coercive interrogation techniques standard in that era. Those found guilty faced public sentencing ceremonies. During his tenure, at least 2,000 were executed. He helped implement the 1492 Alhambra Decree, expelling 200,000 Jews from Spain. He died in 1498. The Inquisition continued until 1834, executing 3,000 to 5,000 total, serving as warning about religious ideology with unchecked state power. King Leopold II. Belgium's King Leopold II personally owned Congo Free State from 1885 to 1908, during which 10 to 15 million Africans died from forced labor, violence, and disease. He convinced European powers to grant him control over territory 76 times larger than Belgium by presenting it as humanitarian mission. The 1890s rubber boom transformed operations into profit-driven exploitation. His force publique enforced impossible collection quotas with severe punishment for failures. Villages faced hostage-taking to force compliance. Overwork, starvation, and disease created catastrophic mortality. Photographs smuggled by missionaries sparked international outrage. British diplomat Roger Casement's report brought global attention. Under pressure, Leopold transferred control to Belgian government in 1908. He died in 1909, never visiting Congo, having extracted over $1 billion in today's currency. Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler's dictatorship led to World War II and the Holocaust, resulting in 70 to 85 million deaths worldwide. Born in Austria in 1889, he was a failed artist who served in the German army during World War I. Germany's humiliating defeat and the Treaty of Versailles fueled his extreme nationalism and anti-Semitic ideology. He transformed a small political party into the Nazi Party through powerful oratory that exploited widespread economic hardship and national resentment. His 1923 coup attempt failed. During imprisonment, he wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his ideology of racial hierarchy and territorial expansion. Appointed chancellor in 1933 through democratic processes and political maneuvering, he rapidly dismantled democratic institutions, establishing totalitarian control. He launched massive rearmament in violation of Versailles and annexed Austria and portions of Czechoslovakia. His September 1939 invasion of Poland triggered World War II. The Holocaust systematically murdered 6 million Jews, plus millions of Roma, disabled persons, homosexuals, political prisoners, and Slavic populations. His regime constructed specialized camps using industrial methods designed for mass killing. The war he initiated caused 70 to 85 million military and civilian casualties, approximately 3% of the entire world population at that time. As Allied forces advanced on Berlin in April 1945, Hitler married Eva Braun, and both died by suicide in his underground bunker on April 30th. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin ruled the Soviet Union from late 1920s until 1953, during which 20 million citizens died from his policies, including purges, forced labor camps, and engineered famines. Born in 1878 in Georgia, he experienced poverty and violence. After Lenin's 1924 death, Stalin eliminated rivals to become absolute ruler by 1929. Forced collectivization triggered the Holodomor, a man-made Ukrainian famine from 1932 to 1933, killing 3.5 to 5 million as grain was requisitioned while populations starved. The Great Purge from 1936 to 1938 executed 750,000 and sent millions to gulag camps with high mortality. Anyone could be accused based on anonymous denunciations. During World War II, Stalin led victory over Nazi Germany at cost of 27 million Soviet deaths. After war, he established communist governments across Eastern Europe, initiating Cold War. Stalin died in 1953. His successor Khrushchev later denounced his abuses. Heinrich Himmler. Heinrich Himmler, as SS head and Holocaust architect, bears direct responsibility for murdering 6 million Jews and millions more during World War II. Born in 1900, he joined the Nazi Party in 1923, rising through organizational skill and loyalty to Hitler. He transformed the SS into a massive security apparatus controlling German police and concentration camps. Obsessed with racial purity concepts, he oversaw final solution implementation, directing extermination camp construction and operation, including Auschwitz, Treblinka, and Sobibor. Facilities designed for systematic killing using industrial methods. He controlled Einsatzgruppen mobile units that executed over 1.5 million across Eastern Europe. Every genocide administrative aspect fell under his authority, pursued with bureaucratic efficiency. As war turned, he attempted secret peace negotiations, betraying Hitler. Captured by British forces in May 1945, while disguised as regular soldier, he concealed a cyanide capsule and ended his life before facing Nuremberg trial. Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong, China's founding father and Communist Party leader, caused an estimated 40 to 80 million deaths through political campaigns, forced labor, and engineered famine. Born in 1893 to a peasant family in Hunan province, he became a founding member of the Chinese Communist Party in 1921 and led it to victory over nationalist forces in 1949, establishing the People's Republic of China. His 1958 Great Leap Forward attempted rapid industrialization through forced collectivization of agriculture and backyard steel production. The policy proved catastrophic. Agricultural production collapsed as peasants were forced to smelt metal instead of farming, while Communist Party officials falsified production numbers out of fear. The resulting 1959 to 1961 Great Chinese Famine killed 15 to 45 million people, the deadliest famine in recorded human history. Rural populations faced severe food shortages and starvation, while grain was still being exported to other countries. Mao, when informed of the unfolding crisis, continued the policies and blamed political opponents rather than acknowledging the failures. In 1966, he launched the Cultural Revolution to reassert his political power, encouraging militant Red Guard youth groups to attack traditional customs, culture, habits, and ideas. The decade-long campaign systematically destroyed cultural heritage sites, closed universities and schools, and targeted intellectuals, professionals, and former landlords for persecution. Death toll estimates from the Cultural Revolution range from 500,000 to 2 million, with millions more publicly humiliated, persecuted, or sent to rural labor camps for political re-education. Mao died in 1976, and his successor, Deng Xiaoping, implemented market-oriented economic reforms that reversed many of his catastrophic policies. Despite the immense human cost, Mao remains officially honored in China, with his portrait prominently displayed in Tiananmen Square. Pol Pot. Pol Pot led Cambodia's Khmer Rouge from 1975 to 1979, killing 1.7 to 2 million people, nearly a quarter of Cambodia's population. Born in 1925, he studied in Paris, absorbing communist ideology. Inspired by Maoist China, Khmer Rouge envisioned a classless agrarian society. They seized power in April 1975. Within 48 hours, Pol Pot ordered complete city evacuations, forcing millions into countryside. Money, private property, and religion were abolished. The regime targeted educated people. Wearing glasses or speaking foreign languages meant execution. Teachers, doctors, and monks were systematically eliminated during the killing fields period. Starvation and disease killed hundreds of thousands. At S21, of 14,000 imprisoned, only 7 survived. Vietnam invaded in 1979, but Pol Pot fled, continuing guerrilla warfare for 2 decades. He died in 1998, never facing international trial. Idi Amin. Idi Amin ruled Uganda from 1971 to 1979, killing an estimated 300,000 to 500,000 people through ethnic persecution and political violence. Born around 1925, he rose through British colonial military ranks due to imposing presence. After independence, he overthrew President Obote in 1971. Initially welcomed, he quickly revealed authoritarian tendencies. His State Research Bureau conducted widespread arrests of suspected opponents. His regime systematically targeted Acholi and Longo ethnic groups, intellectuals, and journalists. In 1972, he expelled Uganda's entire 60,000-person Asian community in 90 days, seizing their businesses and destroying the economy. He declared himself President for Life, Field Marshal Al-Haji Dr. Idi Amin Dada. His increasingly erratic behavior alienated international supporters. After attempting to annex Tanzania's Kagera region in 1978, Tanzania counter-invaded, overthrowing him in 1979. He fled to Saudi Arabia, living comfortably in Jeddah until 2003, never facing prosecution. Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein ruled Iraq from 1979 to 2003, through brutal authoritarianism, including genocide and use of prohibited weapons. Born in 1937, he joined the Ba'ath Party. After the party seized power in 1968, he became president in 1979. His first act was purging the party during televised assembly, accusing dozens of conspiracy, having them arrested and executed. In 1980, he invaded Iran, starting an 8-year war killing approximately 1 million. During this conflict, he authorized use of prohibited chemical weapons. He deployed these against Iraqi Kurds during the 1986-1989 Anfal campaign. At Halabja in 1988, military forces used chemical agents, causing approximately 5,000 immediate civilian casualties. The Anfal campaign killed 50,000 to 180,000 Kurds through operations, executions, and relocations. In 1990, he invaded Kuwait, triggering the Gulf War. His suppression of post-war uprisings killed tens of thousands. The 2003 U.S.-led invasion toppled his government. Captured in December 2003, hiding near Tikrit, an Iraqi tribunal tried him for crimes against humanity. He was convicted and executed by hanging on December 30, 2006. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy confessed to 30 homicides from 1974 to 1978, though actual numbers may exceed 100. What made Bundy significant in criminal history was his ability to blend into society. He appeared handsome, articulate, and educated, gaining victims' trust. Born in 1946, he attended law school while committing crimes. He targeted young women, approaching them in public by feigning injury or disability to appear non-threatening and request assistance. His victims were often college students. Once gaining trust, he would abduct them to remote locations. His crimes spanned Washington, Oregon, Utah, Colorado, and Florida. He escaped custody twice, continuing crimes after each escape. During his Florida trial, he represented himself with confidence. Convicted in 1979 for murdering 2 students and abducting a 12-year-old, he confessed to additional murders on death row, attempting to delay execution. He was executed in Florida's electric chair on January 24, 1989. Bundy's case became pivotal in criminal profiling development. His ability to appear normal while committing crimes challenged assumptions about criminal behavior and contributed to FBI behavioral analysis techniques. Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden founded al-Qaeda and orchestrated the September 11, 2001 attacks, killing 2,977 people. Born in 1957 into wealthy Saudi family, he became radicalized during Soviet-Afghan War, funding Mujahideen fighters. After Soviet withdrawal, he founded al-Qaeda in 1988 as militant organization dedicated to establishing global Islamic caliphate through terrorism. Expelled from Saudi Arabia in 1991, he operated from Sudan, then Afghanistan under Taliban protection. Al-Qaeda executed the 1998 embassy bombings, killing 224, and 2000 USS Cole attack, killing 17. September 11 attacks involved coordinated hijacking of 4 aircraft, striking World Trade Center, Pentagon, and crashing in Pennsylvania. These triggered the War on Terror and Afghanistan invasion. Bin Laden evaded capture for nearly a decade, releasing messages inspiring jihadist movements. On May 2, 2011, U.S. Navy SEALs raided his Pakistan compound, resulting in his death. His terrorism spawned 2 decades of conflict and contributed to rise of organizations like ISIS. These 15 individuals represent humanity's capacity for deliberate cruelty across centuries and continents. Despite vastly different backgrounds, they share common traits: pursuing power without moral restraint and creating systems enabling large-scale suffering. The millions they killed continue echoing through generations. Their stories serve as warnings about dangers of unchecked authority and importance of safeguarding human rights. Understanding these dark chapters helps us recognize warning signs and prevent future atrocities. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more historical analysis. Use the comments to suggest future topics.